This is the Canon in D. This is written by Pachelbel. This is an arrangement, and it's actually done in C, and it's designed for smaller hands. And I would strongly suggest before you begin that you practice the basic pattern that's in the left hand, which sounds like this. Now, a good fingering for this is to feel the C in your hand, feel down to the G, then contract your hand so the thumb can move over, and again, rearrange your hand so you feel that fourth. Again, you contract your hand, feel the fourth, you come back right up to the fourth, and you do a crossover. And I would practice that because it's you could continue to do that throughout the whole piece instead of playing what is written in the left hand. This comes back a lot. Now, what happens next is that the notes that you just saw, the C, G, A, E, are now going to be covered with what I call primary chords. So I'm moving my hand and I'm playing the chord. So one way you can practice is you can block these chords, these triads. Notice the bass is still that same progression. It's all white keys because we're in C. Now when I'm playing this for real, I play the second two notes quieter, so you can still hear that pattern. This repeats over and over. Now later on in the piece, you might hear it where it's just playing the open fifth. Still has the same pattern. So these are three things that I would practice getting to know. Now, in the other hand, you have what are called inversions. So we have a C major chord, and we're going to invert the chord. We're going to change the arrangement of these notes. Now, you can't change the actual note in terms of, you can't make the C a B or a D, but you can change the arrangement. So now I'm going to move the C above the E and the G. We call that a first inversion. And you know, by the way, it's a first inversion because you can see that there's a larger space here. So this note sitting by itself, you might say, helps you to remember it's a first inversion. And that's the first chord you see in the first measure. Now we take that chord that we've been working on, that G major chord, and we're making inversions of this. So now I'm going to rearrange the G. I'll put it here, and I'm going to rearrange it again. And I put it there, and we call that a second inversion. So now you see there's two notes on top with one in between and two below. So now we know it's a second inversion. The next chord that we have is a first inversion. See, there's one and there's only a single. Then we have a second inversion. A second inversion, back to the triad. Second inversion, second inversion. So I would practice those chords in blocks. And then you'd put it together. All right, and then here you have only triads in the left hand. Now you may be just happy playing that much, but if you want to go on, what we've done is taken these notes that we've done here, which are stepwise, and we're adding a third below it. A little more complex. I would suggest following the fingering. It's really comfortable. Now, in the original canon, there are variations of this melody, which is always being accompanied by this continual pattern down here. So this gets a little harder here. just go back to the beginning and play the beginning. But they have an ending. Nothing really new, just sounds different. And then to end this forever piece, we end with a nice C major chord. Here's the whole piece.